What is up, my fellow aliens? Wemby fans in the building. Today we're rebuilding the San Antonio Spurs. Our goal for today's video is to get Victor Wembanyama his first 2 championships. I feel like the hard part of this rebuild is already out of the way. We got Victor Wembanyama. We got the centerpiece. This guy's going to win Defensive Player of the Year literally every year for the next 10 years. Devin Vassell, a solid supporting character. And our boy Stephon Castle. This guy is really coming on here in real life lately. He's a stud. So I think I have a really straightforward path to rebuilding this team. I just want to open up cap space for next season. The way I'm going to do that, we're going to clear out this Harrison Barnes contract. We're going to clear out this Zach Collins contract. And we're going to clear out Keldon Johnson. Now, the Spurs have been trying to trade this dude, it feels like, for a while. He's been playing a lot better lately, but still don't want to pay him that much money. $17.5 million. Keldon Johnson deserved to be making more money than me. I don't know, man. Maybe, probably, yeah. He's way better at basketball than me, but you know. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go pick up some expiring contracts. Now, the reason I want to do that is because Jimmy Butler is going to be a free agent. Some other big forwards will be free agents, and those guys are old, and I can sign them to short-term deals, and when they expire, we can bring on other big free agents. So I think it's a nice cycle to build around the kind of core we have here. So first up, Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes, he just won Player of the Week. I don't care. I'm going to trade Harrison Barnes for Jalen Wilson and a second-round pick. I think this guy might have a chance to become like a deep bench player for us. He's got a team option for $2 million, so that's super cheap. I'm going to trade Keldon Johnson for Chris Duarte, expiring contract, and a first-round pick from the Chicago Bulls. That could be pretty good. That could be very good. Finally, to end our just flurry of trades we are doing here, Zachary Collins. I don't know why the Spurs paid this dude so much money. And we'll just do this little second-round pick swap to get Clint Capella, who's on a big expiring contract. It would be nice if we sucked this year. I just don't see us being bad enough to really get, you know, a great pick. But my lineup this year, Chris Paul, Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, Jeremy Sohan, Victor Wembanyama. Off the bench, Clint Capella, Trey Jones, Malachi Branham, and Sandro Mamukelashvili. Oh, sorry, dude. And I lied because I'm actually going to play Jalen Wilson so this guy can get better. Okay, let's go to the trade deadline. I'm wondering if there's a world where maybe we can like flip Capella to a proper contender, maybe pick up some draft capital for a team that might need a center. Maybe even flip Chris Paul to a contender. I actually like Chris Paul. Like, I love that signing for the Spurs. I feel like it's going to be good for the long-term development of some of their rooks. But here in 2K, we are basically a middling, you know, 500 team. So even after my roster pruning, we are 31-18. That's a pretty good record. 4th place in the Western Conference. I mean, we have the Hawks first round pick. We have our own first round pick, and we've got some, you know, protected picks from the Hornets and Bulls. Unfortunately for us, the Atlanta Hawks are not that bad. They're probably going to make the playoffs. So that's that pick. I don't know. Maybe we will just use a lot of our draft capital to move up in the draft. I think that's probably the move. I'm going to simulate the rest of the season. Feeling good about the team. It sucks that we won't be high in the lottery this year, but on the flip side, I think it's really encouraging that while we gutted the roster, the team is still pretty awesome. All right, Doncic MVP. Of course, Stephon Castle in our starting lineup wins Rookie of the Year. 10 points, 3 boards, 3 assists. Not great shooting. Honestly, pretty bad shooting, but he will improve. Our boy Victor, Defensive Player of the Year. A clean 25 points, 12 boards. I like that. And an All-NBA first team for Victor, who's up to a 94 overall. And those pesky Hawks are the number 5 seed. So we've got the Denver Nuggets here in round 1. Obviously, I don't think any of us think we're going to win this series, but we lose. 4-1, we lost. It's like Luka Doncic and the Mavs are going against the New York Knicks in the NBA Finals. That would be a fun finals. The T-Wolves win. Oh, Luka Doncic won the conference finals MVP without winning. Okay, so the Timberwolves win. Sorry, I'm all jumbled today. Now, Chris Paul retired for us, which kind of sucks. It would have been nice to have Chris Paul coming off our bench. I actually was planning on re-signing him, but we're losing out on Christopher Paul. After the draft lottery, we ended up with picks 15, 17, and 25. Now, I would like to try to move up in the draft. All right, let's see if the Jazz will let me move up into this draft. I doubt it. All right, maybe we can't move up into the 4th overall pick. Can I move up to the 10th pick and take this pick away from the Thunder? Okay, so with the 10th pick in the draft, I'm going to take Liam McNeely, Boom. So that is going to be a bench guy for us. Rookie signing. Going to sign all these second rounders, cheap contracts. And now we're going to try to go for it. Why not? We're going to try to sign Jimmy Buckets, Jimmy Butler. I only want to do a 2-year deal, though. I don't want to be caught overpaying for Jimmy too much here. I don't know how much Jimmy has left in the tank, and we'll put a team option on that as well. I don't know if that's going to get it done. The Heat are offering him 3 years, 133, but we're offering him more money per year, so I'm not sure which offer he's going to like more. Luckily, though, Kyrie Irving is also available. Now, I also don't want to sign Kyrie to a super long deal either. I will offer Kyrie a clean 3 years at $51 million. And if we miss out on both of those guys, I do like the idea of bringing in Naz Reid to play the 4 for us. I know we have Jeremy Sohan, but we kind of need like a proper 3-man. We don't have a lot of... Okay, let's see. All right, so we get Jimmy Butler to sign. Perfect. And I still have cap space left over, man. But there's not a lot of great players left. All right, Jonathan Isaac, free agent here. I'm going to throw him a little bag. Doesn't look like he's asking for much. I'm going to go for $9 million a year, little 3-year deal. I don't know if he'll take that. Oh, hell no! Also, I think we need a proper backup big. Nick Richards. I don't know if we're going to be able to get both of these guys given our cap space, but let's see. We'll sign Nick Richards. Okay. Kind of want to get another guard if possible. I know we have McNeely off the bench. You know what? Actually, we don't even really need it. We don't need to spend all of our cap space. There's no need. Player progression. Jimmy's down to an 85, but that's okay. I have him on a team option next season, so he can decline again, and we're not worried about it. Rest of the team is looking pretty good, man, honestly. So right now, there are a few free agents, but I don't know if we're going to be able to, like, afford some of these guys. D'Angelo Russell is an interesting one. Unfortunately, these guys are just not going to take the contracts I offer them, but I did want to sign one more player to beef up the bench, but I don't know if we're going to be able to at the moment. So our lineup: Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, Jimmy Butler, Jeremy Sohan, Victor Wembanyama. Stephon Castle is A+ perimeter defense, Devin Vassell A-, Jimmy Butler A+, Sohan B+, and Victor Wembanyama's got the great defense. So, I mean, we've built a pretty good, strong defensive unit here. I don't love our bench. It's Malachi Branham, Nick Richards, McNeely, our rookie. We'll bump up his minutes. Champagnie and Wilson, who we traded for. Yeah, I'm not in love with this. Honestly, I think trading those 3 first-rounders for the 1 first-rounder was maybe a mistake. Probably should have gone for more depth than the star, but I think this guy will develop, and I think our starting lineup is pretty damn good. We should have the #1 defense in the NBA, so let's go to the day before the trade deadline, see if that ends up being true. Last year, we won 50 games, which honestly was kind of a lot. I hope we can win more than 50 again this year, but we'll see what happens. At the trade deadline, 39-14, #1 in the power rank, #1 in the season standing rank, kind of. Wait, no. Oh, never mind. We're only #1 in the conference. Whatever. We don't care about the Pacers. Yeah, I mean, we are just absolutely killing it. I'm still worried about these 3 teams: Oklahoma City, Dallas, and Minnesota. Obviously, these are the powerhouses of the conference, but I mean, I feel better about us than them, kind of. I mean, we're young, we're growing. The Thunder are probably going to be our main rival. Is there a win now trade I could find with maybe trading some of our younger guys? But like, I kind of like having these guys on these cost-controlled contracts. I guess the only thing is if we could take Vassell's contract, and maybe if there's a rebuilding team with a star they need to get rid of, we could trade Vassell to them. I just don't know who that would even be in this context, and I do feel like he's kind of a central building block. So we're gonna go to the end of the season. I think we're gonna push mid 50 wins, maybe 60 wins. That'd be pretty hype. We had 61 wins, 21 losses. Doncic, the MVP. Victor, Defensive Player of the Year, 26 points a game, 12 boards. Looking good, Vic. Of course, Victor was All-NBA first team. And that's it for us on the All-NBA teams. Damn. All right, we have the Denver Nuggets here in round 1. This team beat us last year, but surely we can beat them this year. I feel like we have a much improved lineup. They do beat us in game 1, though. I mean, they have the best player in the world, Nikola Jokic. I know we've got Wemby, but we got to keep it real. But we have a better overall team than Nuggets do. So we are here in the second round versus the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards, that man, Julius Randle, and Naz Reid. I feel like we got a big size advantage here. Randle and Naz Reid are undersized for their positions. Sohan is not the biggest, but I kind of like where we're at right here. All right, game 1. We take game 1 in a blowout. We also got game 2. Going to Minnesota. Oh, this could be a sweep. Nope. This could be a... Yep, okay. So here's our big test, the Dallas Mavericks. Obviously, they got Luka. They got Kyrie. They got Draymond Green and Klay Thompson. Kind of like this matchup for us in a weird way. I know Luka is going to probably kill us. but at least I can put Jimmy Butler on him. All right, game 1. They are the 2 seed. We take game 1. I just set my coach game plan, and this is a sweep. Sheesh, bro. Let's see what the game plan. Doncic, 21 points on 22 shots. Irving, 4 of 7. Clay, yeah, I mean, I was playing deny ball on pretty much everybody. Sagging off of Lively and Draymond. Victor Wembanyama, yeah. I mean, Lively's a tough opponent, but I feel like that matchup was kind of playing into our hands. We have created quite the defensive juggernaut here. And across the way, the Pistons made it to the finals. We are going against them. Who do they have? Cade Cunningham. It's basically the normal Pistons, but Cade Cunningham went on a run. All right. A good Spurs Pistons finals. We haven't had one of these in about 20 years. Okay, let's just make sure Cade Cunningham doesn't destroy us, and this is GG's. Game 1. We take game 1. Yeah, I don't see how this Pistons team would ever even score on us, but they take a game 3-1. They did better than the Mavs. We're the champions to San Antonio. Only took 2 years to bring the Spurs to the championship. Kevin Durant retired. Klay Thompson retired. Okay. We owned Charlotte's pick, and now we have the number 2 pick in the draft. Unfortunately for us, Thunder have the number 1 pick from the Miami Heat. So thanks, Miami. You're really helping us out here. In this NBA draft, your boys, your Spurs, will select Jeff Fox, a 6'9" small forward out of St. Louis. He's looking hefty. I don't like that. He ended up being a 77 overall. This guy is a beast. 80 overall, 19-year-old point guard for the Thunder. I don't like that. But Jeff Fox here. No, I'll buy it. So the question is, do we want to bring Jimmy Butler back? I mean, we just won the chip. I know he's going to be in the low 80s when we re-sign him, but you know what? I say we bring him back. We may as well run the team back. We just won the championship, and we're going to lose the salary slot if we don't. So we need to offer a contract to Malachi Branham, Jeremy Sohan, and Jalen Wilson. All right, I'm going to offer Sohan a big 5-year extension. I'm also offering Branham a big extension, and both of them agree to come back. Jalen Wilson, this guy hasn't quite developed, so he'll just kind of be like a roster fill guy, a little 3-year, 5 per, and he declined. Okay, see you on your qualifier, buddy. Welcome back, Jalen. Jimmy Butler down to an 82. We kind of thought that was going to happen. His perimeter defense is still an A, which is really kind of why Jimmy's here more than his offense. But Wemby's up to a 97. The whole team is looking good outside of Jimmy. Champagne's actually going to be able to contribute. McNeely got up to an 80. I mean, our bench is gonna be a lot better. Honestly, I feel like as much as Jimmy's gonna decline, I just feel like the whole team as a whole will be fine, so not too worried about it. Same starting lineup as last year. Castle, Vassell, Butler, Sohan, Wemby, defensive juggernaut. We got Branham, McNeely, Richards, and our rookie Jeff Fox. Honestly, I'm gonna simulate till the end of the regular season. Wow, we started 0-3, 1-4. What did I decide to go too far with my sim? I feel like the W's will come back, so I'm not gonna worry. All right, maybe I'll worry. We're 5-9. We are bad. What is going on? We're 5-10. All right, so basically Wemby, we're bad with Wemby. I said we're really struggling when Stephon Castle's on the court. We're getting outscored by 7 points a game when Castle's on the court. Feel like that's not going to continue happening. I'm going to simulate another month ahead. We keep losing, bro. I'm going to try to change our game plan a little bit. Oh, dude, our coach. Oh, we got a new coach. He's not doing it. Okay, so apparently my coach changed. Apparently Pop retired when I wasn't looking, and now the team's just completely going against my actual game plan. Holy cow, he was having them play the complete opposite of how I had them play last year. All right, maybe that's the fix. I don't know. Here we go. All right, the W's are coming back now that we're playing in the style that we're meant to play. All right, see you guys at the regular season's end. All right, Wemby wins the MVP, 27 points a game, 12 boards, amazing shooting. Of course, Wemby's also the defensive player of the year. Wemby on the All-NBA first team. Unfortunately, that's still our only All-NBA guy, but honestly, I'm okay with that. So we started that year 8-16, as you guys saw. We ended the year 58-24. That means we went 50-8 since the start. Okay, so I'm feeling really good about the team. I mean, 50-8, that's an incredible season. We've got the New Orleans Pelicans here in the play-in. They've got Zion, Clint Capella, but I imagine we're going to dominate this series. I have to imagine we're going to dominate this series, but let's see what happens. We take game 1, 2, 3. No sweep, but we go up. All right, we've got the Denver Nuggets again. Same exact Nuggets team that we beat last year. So I feel pretty good about this, but you never know. They do have Jokic. They beat the Dallas Mavericks, but we do take the first 2 games. They take the 3rd game. We take the 4th game. Can we close it out? Bam! The Spurs are back in the conference finals. And we've got this Timberwolves team again, a little bit upgraded. Still a lot of the same flaws they had when we beat them last year. Jimmy Butler's down to 87 perimeter defense, but I still think that's going to be good enough to get the job done on Edwards here. Okay, we won game 1. They took number 2. They took number 3. Okay, we evened it up. We go up, and game 7. Thankfully, we have home court advantage in San Antonio. Let's get those big old San Antonio Founds rocking and rolling for your San Antonio Spurs. All right, Victor Wembanyama, 25 points per game, 12 boards. And we're going against the Indiana Pacers. Okay, another team. I think the Spurs beat the Pacers in a finals. Maybe that was the Lakers who did it. Somebody from the West did it, and someone from the West is about to do it again. They got Halliburton, Mathurin, Ace Bailey, Jarris Walker, and Zubac. What a team. All right. Again, I like the matchup for us. Castle's got like high 90s perimeter defense now. Jimmy Butler's going to be on Ace. I like this matchup. Zubac is not stopping Victor. Jarris Walker is not stopping Victor. I feel like we match up really well with this team. Yeah, 92 perimeter defense from Stephon Castle. I like that. All right, game 1. We take game 1 by 7 points. They got game 2, though. We snatched game 3. They snatched game 4. I mean, this could be a close series. We're up 3-2, and we win the chip. That is 2 chips for Victor Wembanyama. That's also 2 championships for my boy Jimmy Butler. I mean, that would seal Jimmy Butler's Hall of Fame case. 2 championships on top of everything he's done. Amazing run for Jimmy. Amazing run for Victor, Stephon Castle. I mean, this was a nice, clean rebuild. We didn't have to do too much. Just dump some salaries, sign Jimmy, and rolled from there. If you guys enjoyed this video, click up here to watch my Toronto Raptors rebuild. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!